Hey everybody, it's Tammy C. Walker. I am the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. If a client told me they wanted to give up, I would tell them this.
I want to believe we can rule the galaxy, move on from insanity, we can live our fantasies.
I am back, and my video today is about never giving up. And I know sometimes we get weary, I know sometimes we get tired, but sometimes we gotta just hold on. It's gonna be better. And I know that may be the last thing people want to hear when they're down to their last dollar, when they're heartbroken, when they've lost a loved one, when they've been laid off, when their back is up against the wall. Sometimes people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about God stuff. What did one former friend tell me? She was like, "How do you make it, Tammy? I notice bad things happen, but you always keep going." This is over 20 some years ago. And I told her, "Well, I believe in God." And she told me, "I don't want to hear no God stuff." I said, "Well, I might as well stop talking because that's all I knew. That's all I know. I can't pull anything else up because that's what I hold on to. So I can only be me." If someone told me they want to give up, I would say, tomorrow is going to be better. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know who's going to help you tomorrow. You never know what miracle is going to happen tomorrow. You have to hold on. You have to. So when people do get like that and they want to give up, it's a lot of things typically going on. Please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. Thank you all so much for being a part of this Dreams Are a Reality channel. It means so much. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I am a therapist and a life coach. So we do know people have severe mental illness. And those are times when it seems like something on my lips. Maybe I'm seeing something. Those are times when it's hard to hold on. And we know that people do get exhausted. And I used to judge people that, I don't want to say the wrong words on here, but some people that don't, they're not able to hold on. I used to judge them harshly before I was a therapist, before I understood some of the mental anguish that people go through. I no longer do that. I'm not per se talking about people with severe mental illness. I'm talking about people who are exhausted and who just feel like they can't hold on. Now, if you do have severe mental illness, please call the suicide hotline, and it's 988. That's the number, 988. You can text them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, English and in Spanish. There is somebody there to help you. Talk to somebody. Talk to a friend. Talk to somebody at work. Talk to somebody that you know will listen. And if one don't get it, go to the next. And somebody is going to help you. But 988 will for sure. So when people do get extremely tired and feel like giving up, the brain experiences a cascade of cognitive, emotional, and physiological shifts. It's described as the brain prioritizing survival and conservation of energy over long-term goals, resulting in an "I cannot" mentality. I'm sure it's happened to you, it's happened to me. I'm done. I'm just going to bed. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I always thank God that I don't have a lot of those days, but I have had those days years ago where I just have to go to sleep, or I'm just falling apart. I just need to just not even be here. Not so much that I want to harm myself, but I don't want to deal with life's problems. It can be a lot. The brain switches to protection mode. When tired, the brain struggles to distinguish between actual danger and mere discomfort, causing it to view fatigue as a threat to survival. This triggers a desire to stop, which often is a protective mechanism rather than true inability to continue. The brain goes into protection mode. When you go, this is why some people shut down. You're talking to them, you're trying to argue with them, you're calling and calling. They do not respond because they have shut off because they're in protection mode. They may be stressed out with work, they may be stressed out with family, and here you go putting another demand on them. They just can't do it. There are times, even in my life, where I have had a busy day, I have my own problems, and then somebody's calling my phone. I'm not answering because I don't have the capacity to talk anymore. I'm done for today. I'm out of energy, and I just wait and try to call them the next day, because when you are done, you gotta preserve your energy. It could be reduced self-regulation. I should not do videos at night. Intense mental or physical exhaustion diminishes the brain's ability to regulate emotions. This is why you see people cursing people out, breaking windows, slashing tires, doing even way worse because they cannot regulate their emotions. This results in irritability, lower frustration tolerance, and an increased likelihood of giving up because emotional resources are depleted. I saw something very sad, just absolutely horrific. A guy, true story, was already in a bad mood. You could tell because this was on See No Evil. Shouldn't be watching stuff like that, but I do. And he was on camera in the gas station, and he just looked like he was in a hissy. You could tell. Well, he took that further and started driving erratically and was harassing this lady and her kids. She had little kids in the car. He shoots in the car and unalives the mother. Took her life over nothing because he could not self-regulate. This is what's going on in this world now. Not to make this gloom and doom, but I always have to keep it real. People are not regulated, and they are taking it out on innocent people, and it's sad. It really is. Okay, I'm going left. Let me bring it on back. If you are profoundly fatigued, this can cause a state where you're awake, but mentally you're less aware. If you are really fatigued, sometimes your memory goes out. Sometimes you feel lightheaded. I'm sure this has happened to you. When I'm real tired and I haven't got enough sleep, I start feeling lightheaded. And that fatigue sets in. Sometimes you can't remember stuff. You'll come in a room, why am I here? What did I do with my keys? You start losing stuff and making errors. Fatigue. We must take care of our mind, body, and soul and get our rest. You may begin to exhibit learned helplessness, making you feel that effort is pointless or you have no control of the outcome. Why do I even bother? I don't even care. This is why people get like, I don't even care. I'm not even going to work. I don't even care. I don't care about calling them back. I don't care about nothing. It's just like you just give up on reality. You do not care. This leads to overstating the difficulty of a task or mistaking temporary fatigue for permanent failure. I'm never going to find a job. Relationships are not worth having anyway. And so the one thing you don't want to do with relationships, if somebody has wronged you, didn't show up for you, treated you bad, do not grab that and make it yours. Well, I shouldn't have never fallen in love because that wasn't going to work for me. Because they don't know about love, because they didn't value you, because they don't love themselves. Do not take on somebody else's stuff. And this is what people tend to do. They take something and make it an all or nothing. No, that's their problem. And so people say, oh, it's not your fault. What did you do? Like with an interview, how did you do? I always think I show up well. If they don't hire me, it could be their own biases. I'm not going to say I'm not a good interviewee, or I don't know my skills, or I don't know my resume, I don't know my education, I can't speak correctly. No, this is somebody else sitting across the table from me, possibly 2 or 3 people with their own biases and their opinion. They may already have the person picked out they want. I might have just been a filler. We never really know. So don't take on other people's stuff. Sometimes there's a loss of motivation. This can cause severe exhaustion, burnout, and the brain experiences a lack of initiative or motivation. This makes it difficult to initiate a conversation, initiate getting stuff done, and to complete anything. This all makes sense. I'm not going to keep reading this. This is the last thing. Prefrontal cortex disengagement. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for planning and logical research, it becomes less active because you're just exhausted. So while the emotional centers, which are reacting to stress and exhaustion, they become more dominant because the prefrontal cortex that's responsible for planning, logistical things, and research is done. Now the emotional centers, which are reacting to stress and exhaustion, they're going to take over. So this is why people feel like giving up. So you are not a failure, but this is a sign that the brain needs to take a break. Break looks like calling in sick. You are sick. You need a mental health day or two. I used to do Thursday, Friday sometimes at my old job. You burned out, take your Thursday, Friday off. And you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to recuperate. Those 4 days could do you wonders. Vacation, even if it's a staycation. Unplug. Stop being on all that social media. Some people are on social media all day. Do you know what that's doing to the brain? You're scrolling. This person passed away. This person is AKA. This person is in a sorority. This person auntie passed. This person's having a birthday. This person has a new job. You're seeing some gossip about the celebrities. You're seeing some bad news about somebody got unalived. This is all jumping in your brain on top of your emails from work, the text messages from everybody. Now you jumped over to Instagram. People that can't stay off of TikTok, which I heard TikTok is good. I don't have it. I bet it's amazing, but I could not get anything done if I was on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok all day. I would not have my business. That's me. Hey, you do you, boo. That's my channel. Do you, boo. I tell you, me. I just can't use a lot of social media. I don't have the time, and I'm too sensitive. I just don't want to take in everybody's stuff. I can't even figure out my own stuff some days. So I surely can't help you. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's me. That's my channel. I always got to be brutally honest with you about me. Got to take a break. You must drink some water. You must take some vitamins. You must journal. You must, or you need to, or it could help. Meditate. I meditate. I don't do it every day like I used to with this cat. He thrown me off my grind, but I still do meditate. I still listen to soft music. I still do affirmations. I have to. It is often said that the mind quits long before the body does. The mind is so powerful. It really is. Here are some reasons why you should not quit. I got a whole bunch, but I would just leave you with some. So many people love you. And if nobody loves you, love yourself, okay? And if you believe in God, God loves you. I know people say, if he loved me, why he letting this bad stuff happen? We have to remember some stuff that happens is free will. Some stuff that happens is us, our own doing. Some stuff that happens somebody else did to you. And some stuff I can't answer. I just can't. I get it. I get why some people ask that question. Some people have a lot of bad stuff happen. And you wonder why. I do too at times for other people. Sometimes I've wondered for myself. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's a reason why not to quit. If somebody can make the Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, an airplane, they can make the cell phone, an air fryer. If they can make that robo vacuum cleaner, that is my best friend. If somebody could think of that, you can do anything you put your mind to. Every no you hear only puts you that much closer to a yes. Somebody else is going to say yes. You can go for a job interview. The interviewer is like, man, they just okay. You meet somebody else, they'll say, how are you unemployed? You are amazing. I had somebody say that to me. Why are you unemployed? Same question I was asking myself. I don't know. But it's perception. Somebody may perceive you as meh, and somebody else think you're the best thing since sliced bread. Every no you hear only puts you that much closer to a yes. The only way to learn is to experience struggles. Experience is a teacher. Mickey Howard, Chicago's own. You can tell your adult child, don't run up those credit cards. You can tell your teenage son, if you are going to have SE, you know what? Use a condom. He get somebody pregnant. He gonna learn then. He get a disease. He'll learn. The only way you learn is to experience. You could talk to people till they blue in the face, but the only way we learn is to get our head bumped. Giving up will just put you back to square one. If you do not have a job and you give up and don't send out any more resumes, you right back at square one. If you do not give up and send out resumes, you just might get closer to that yes. You matter. And if nobody else ever tell you, you matter. What you're doing matters. Drive a truck, drive a garbage truck, custodian, doctor, dentist, social worker, therapist, teacher, work in the office, work as an essential worker, nurse, whatever you do. Electrician, I was trying to say electric company. Whatever you do. Plumber, we need plumbers. What you do matters. Your dad, your mom, your auntie, uncle, friend, lover, husband, wife, daughter, son, nephew, niece, whatever. Minister, definitely minister. What you're doing matters. Politician, it matters. Even when we have crooked politicians, but we have some that really rally and try to help those that are less fortunate. You touch more lives than you ever could guess. You may not think you matter, but if you talk to different people, they will say how much you do. You will be surprised. It can only go up from here. If you are down on your luck, if you can look up, this is what my late mom said when she had brain surgery. If I can look up, I can get up. And if a lady says that from her hospital bed, come on, you all, come on. People are here to help you. Reach out to them. And I do want to talk about that. There are people carrying heavy burdens on their own, but I'm not sure why. If you have a job, 9 times out of 10, you have insurance, prayerfully, hopefully. Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Cigna, Aetna. If you have any of those I named, those are the ones I know about in Illinois that most of my clients have. EAP providers, ComPsych, Spring Health, Modern Health. I'm just naming the ones I use. If you have anything that I named, even some Medicaid and Medicare, you can get therapy. You don't have to tell anyone. You don't have to be ashamed. You can do it from your car on a video. You can do it from your home on a video. You can go in person. Some people are doing it on their lunch break. People are here to help you. Reach out to them. You all wouldn't believe how many people say, I referred 2 people to you. I referred this person. I referred. They don't reach out. I'm not saying they don't want to. They probably get sidetracked. They probably get scared. Somebody probably say, you don't need therapy. Who knows? Do it for yourself. Don't keep messing up relationships. Don't keep running from yourself when people are here to talk to you. And if you're funny about it, I don't want to talk to a Caucasian person. I'm African American. I'm Jamaican. I'm Puerto Rican. Talk to your culture. Talk to the person that's in your race or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Talk to somebody you can relate to. Because if you are from Jamaica, another Jamaican clinician can relate to the culture. I get it. It's certain things I'm not going to be explaining to a therapist. You got to know, if I say collard greens or I say cornbread, I know that's like a stereotype. I'm just being honest. If I talk about my hair, I need you to understand. I'm not saying a Caucasian or Latina therapist can't help me, because I have talked to a Caucasian therapist more than once and they did help me. But it's certain things, I just like talking to my people at times. That's all I'm trying to say. But I use all races. Dentists, doctor, all my people to be different races. So, but yeah, when it comes to therapy, I really prefer talking to somebody who I could talk about some stuff. That's just me. But like I just told you, I had other races that did help me. Nevertheless, if you stop, you'll never make it out of the current situation you're in. You have a purpose. You will find it. These are reasons why you shouldn't quit. There are always other options, always. My sayings are, there are more than one way to skin a cat, which means there's more than one way to do something. And where there is a will, there's a way. If you can't get over it, you get under. You can't get under it, you go around it. You can't go around it, you plow straight through it. Because you're going to get through it. You're going to get through it. You're blessed. But what do you mean I'm blessed? I don't have a job. Did you eat today? Do you have running water? You're doing better than a lot of people. Can you walk? Do you know your name? Can you talk? Do you have a computer? Are you watching my video? That means you have a device. You're blessed. There are some people could only dream to be in the situation you're in right now. I'm sitting on a cushy couch. I have a cell phone I'm talking to you on. Look, I got the audacity to have another phone. I have a laptop in front of me. My God. I got it going on. Your presence on this earth. More people. Look, I missed that. Your presence on this earth impacts more people than you could ever guess. And that's so true. Better things are coming. Better things are coming. Life isn't easy. Only the strong shall survive. Only the strong. I've been through it. Both parents passed, breast cancer twice, brokenhearted, abused. Yeah, broke. Oh yeah, I'm having some rough times right now. But I'm taking out this time to create this video. Because even what I'm going through, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. I still have a lot of good stuff happening. Life gets boring if you stay in one place for too long. So sometimes these things happen to shake it up. Always challenge yourself. This is how you grow. Instead of walking 1 mile, walk 2. Instead of drinking 3 glasses of water, drink 5. Read a book. Learn a new language. Cook something new. I remember I think it was Blue Apron. Did I do Blue Apron? I was getting those meals. I really enjoy cooking different stuff. Those are things that help. Things tend to seem worse than they actually are. This is so true. And I know for me, if I'm having a bad day, I'll be like, tomorrow is going to be better. It almost always is. I remember when I had cancer. Oh God, I was so sick. I'm serious, I was so sick. I didn't know if I was going to make it the next day because I was really sick from the chemo. It just felt like I was going to, I don't know, like I wasn't going to make it. I really was concerned. I wasn't scared. I said, well, this is it. And when you're that sick, you don't, for me, speaking on that, it wasn't fear of passing. Because when you're sick, you're fatigued and tired. And I was like, well, and then I woke up the next day and I felt better. And I said, wow. And I remember one time my mom, when she had leukemia, she was so sick. And I begged God that day for my mother's life. I said, come on now, God. I talked to God like that. Come on now, God. You can't do this. Come on now. I said, my dad already passed. I said, now, Mom, this is how I was talking to God. And the next day we came to the hospital. She said, hey, girls, what am I going to eat today? My mother was perked up. I said, that wasn't nothing but God. My mother was shaking. She was like freezing cold. Oh, it was really hard to see her like that. You can only get through tough times by doing just that. Can't get over them, you get under them. Can't get under them, you go around them. Can't go around, you plow through them. Your future is brighter than your present. Tomorrow is going to be better. It's a whole bunch of things to say. I have you on here all night, and I know you all probably got other things to do. Everything takes time to learn. You're only a person. You will make mistakes, but mistakes teach us our lessons. I want you to succeed. I believe in you. I really do. You are powerful. You are amazing. And you're watching this video for a reason. Nothing happens by accident. You're on here for a reason. Let me see. I think I better end. I like this a lot. Maybe these last two. Okay. People will want to know you reach success. The more struggles, the more interesting the story becomes. When I tell people my story, they be like, "What? You've been through a lot." They don't even believe it. I don't even think they could even conceptualize it. But sometimes they'll tell me something that do the same thing. As long as you keep going, you'll make it eventually. Every single time. What do y'all think about what I said? Let me know if I could be of assistance to you in any way. I am a life coach. I will drop my information in the comments. And be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and remember some of the things I told you. Watch this over and over and write down some of the things I said and begin to journal. Try to meditate. There's so much meditation on here. Exercise. It's getting warmer. Take your vitamins. Take care of yourself as much as you can. Even on those down days, let it ride and say tomorrow is going to be better. Bye. God bless you all. Thanks for watching.